This week we finish up Jeremiah with one chapter, and then we deal with the prophet Joel and I believe Obadiah before we get into the prophet Ezekiel. I don't need to belabor this too much. Joel's ministry actually probably predates this period, but echoes the sentiment so well that he's included. One other thing that we're including is the Lamentation, which is a song written for the destruction of Jerusalem and credited to the prophet Jeremiah. The Lamentation is very depressing, and it is still sung in the Jewish liturgy on 9 Av, which is the day that the temple fell, both in 587, 586 to the Babylonians, and then the second temple fell to the Romans in AD 70. And so that is a national day of mourning in the Jewish liturgy, and they will read the book of Lamentation in the synagogues. And then we're going to open the book of Ezekiel. Now, if you are still reading at this point, you probably think you've seen everything weird that could possibly happen. Ezekiel is by far the weirdest book of the Bible. And people say, no, Revelation is weird, Daniel is weird. Trust me, Ezekiel is bizarre. For the most part, the prophecies will be explained, but they are strange. He has visions. He is asked to do weird things, and there's just a whole vibe. So what's happening with Ezekiel is that he is really the only exilic prophet. He's the only prophet speaking during the exile of Judah. And he basically sees the world through this very strange lens, looking forward now, not to just the restoration of Israel, although he does see that, there's parts of that. He really is eschatological, looking forward to the end of time, the restoration of the temple. And Ezekiel is probably the first really apocalyptic text. And so you have to read that and go, okay, I don't really understand 90% of what's going on. You're not alone. There are very few commentaries on the book of Ezekiel because the book is so strange. It's hard to come up with practical application for the text of the book. But just persevere through it. It is kind of a lengthy book. It is a lot at times. And so just keep pushing through and we'll get through it. And we're almost done with the Hebrew Scriptures, almost done with the Old Testament. So keep working on it.